right, we're going to start on the anterior thigh. Okay? These are the quads. This is the vastus medialis, rectus femoris, vastus lateralis. Underneath the rectus femoris is the vastus intermedialis, but you don't need to know that because you don't see it superficially. Okay? This is the sartorius that runs at a diagonal. Sartorius. All right. This we call the vastus lateralis because it's on the lateral side. This is part of it right here. It's divided by the iliotibial band, also called the iliotibial tract, okay, which is the tendon of the tensor fascia lata, or latte. Sounds like a coffee. Yeah. Tensor fascia lata. All right. Going to the posterior side, this is the gluteus maximus. Underneath it is the minimus and the medius, but you can't see the minimus, so you're only responsible for the medius and the gluteus maximus. Okay? These are your hamstrings. This is the biceps femoris because we're going to remember it's by itself. And this is which one's on top? Tendinosus. More medial, membranosus. We'll remember that the semis run together and the biceps runs by itself. Okay? On the medial aspect of the thigh, you have the adductor magnus, and you can also see part of it here. That's still part of the magnus. It's a big muscle. This is the gracilis. This is the adductor longus, and this is the iliopsoas.
The gracilis, you said that was the longest?
The longest, right here. Longest muscle. Okay? All right. So that covers all the thigh musculature. We went all the way around. So why don't we review the prime movers? So the prime movers of hip adduction, bringing it in, for what? Adductor magnus, right? Adductor longus, and gracilis, right? If these shorten, they're going to do what? They're extend the knee, okay? So they are prime movers for knee extension. They include the vastus medialis, the rectus femoris, and the vastus lateralis. Okay? Here is part of the vastus lateralis, which is divided by, we call this, it's a long tendon we call the iliotibial band or tract, and it's the tendon of the tensor fascia lata. Okay? All right. The gluteus medius is the prime mover for what?
Abduction.
Hip abduction. It pulls the leg away from the midline. And this is the gluteus maximus that is the prime mover for hip extension. These three prime movers for knee flexion. Okay? Shortens, brings the leg this way. We call that knee flexion. All right. Moving down, you've got the two heads of the gastroc, and you've also got the soleus that do what action? Plantar flexion. Very good. This makes its way down to the digits, this tendon here, and so if it shortens, it's going to cause the toes to curl. We call this the flexor digitorum longus. Flexor digitorum longus. On the anterior side, here we have the tibialis anterior that when it shortens will bring the toes up. Okay, that is the tibialis anterior, and it does what? Dorsiflexion. Okay, this goes to the digits. It is the extensor digitorum longus. What was this one? Flexor. Flexor. Is that what I said before?
Yeah.
Flexor digitorum. Extensor digitorum. This is the peroneus longus. It also goes by the name of fibularis longus. Right here is the fibularis brevis. Okay, the brevis. All right, these do, you don't have these on your prime mover list, but they do eversion of the ankle eversion. All right, so let's review. These are gastrocnemius, underneath, soleus, this one, right, this one, tibialis anterior, this one, digitorum, this one, fibularis or peroneus longus, peroneus brevis, and that's it.